All right, so y'all probably think that just because I'm saying they're easy, they're not gonna be easy, but no, really, number 6 is extremely easy. We've got to get rid of the square root symbols if we're gonna work this problem out. You guys know how we can get rid of a square root symbol? We can square both sides. And that square cancels out that square root symbol, so you just bring the numbers down. 6x minus 4 equals 2x plus 10. All right, now from here, just do your like terms. Get your x's on the left side of the equal sign, numbers on the right. Work it out, get an answer. I promise you, 6, 7, 8, and 9 are all going to be this easy on the test Thursday. The only one we're going to have to work on is number 10. So I got 6x minus 2x, 10 plus 4. I got 4x equals 14. Somebody check that behind me. Is that right? Put it in your calculator. What fraction does it give you? 14 divided by 4, or 14 over 4 is 7 over 2. So you may get some fractions on these on the test, but that should not be very hard. Make sure you can put that in your calculator and get 7 over 2. Anybody got a question on number 6? All right, 7's going to be just as easy. Let's go to 7. All right, well, on number 7, we've got a cube root instead of a square root. So look back at number 6. If I want to get rid of a square root, I squared both sides.
You just have to cube both.
So now I got to cube both sides. But there's something you got to do before you cube both sides. Anybody want to guess? Y'all see how this number 2 is not inside the root symbol? So we got to move it over here, make it a minus 2. That's going to give us 6a minus 5 equals, add them up, that's negative 5. You got to do that first before you can cube both sides. All right, so now I cube this side and I cube this side. See what y'all can do. All right, so look, the cube cancels out the cube root on the left, and you'll just bring down 6a minus 5. On the right, we got to punch that in our calculator. Negative 5 to the third power. Negative 5 to the third power is, my calculator gave me negative 125. All right, if I need to show anybody how to put that in your calculator, I will if y'all forgot. Everybody's good? All right, finish it out, see what y'all get. So I moved that over. Looks like everybody's getting the same answer. All right, so y'all know that we moved negative 5 over. That's a positive 5. I got 6a equals negative 120. I divide and get negative 20. All right, now number 8 should be just like number 7, shouldn't it?
I think so.
Yep, just move over the 8, cube both sides, get an answer. Number 9, move over the 11, square both sides, get an answer. Y'all go ahead and do 8 and 9. We'll just check them. All right, so if you miss either one of these, I will show you where you messed up. That's what we've got on 8 and 9. So I'll let y'all finish 8 and 9 and we'll check. Let's check. We go to number 8. All right, so you move negative 8 over, you get negative 4. So we got that right. Got to get rid of the cube. You got to cube both sides. That gets rid of the cube root. So you got x plus 2 equals, in your calculator, if you punch in negative 4 to the third, you get negative 64. Finish it from there. Which calculator number, Dylan? Number 9. We need to show number 9. Everybody good at number 9? Good. Move that No, I'm sorry, you're right, it's positive. Now square both sides, that'd be 9, good. All right, looks like everybody's got 8 to 9. All right, so there will be one problem on your test Thursday. Whoops, we've already done 8 and 9, like number 10. And number 10 is gonna be brand new. I don't think y'all ever did it. Probably gonna be the longest problem you've done in high school up till now. All right, so what is different about number 10? Well, it's got 2 square root signs in the problem, but didn't we have one already that had 2 square root signs? Yeah, number 6. How was number 6 set up compared to number 10? Well, number 6 had one of the square roots on the left side of the equal sign and one on the right. So we've got to do the same thing on this one. So how I want you to start this problem off, we're going to take this, we're going to move it over here. So that's going to be square root of w plus 4 on the left, and on the right it'll be 7 minus the square root of w minus 3. So if you ever have 2 square roots in a problem, you got to put one on the left and one on the right. Number 6 was already set up like that. Number 10 was not. All right, we're good on that step. All right, so what did we do next on number 6? What's the next step? We got to square both sides, right? All right, so number 6 was easy because the squares just canceled out the square root. Well, why can't we do that on this one? This one's got something extra that's messing everything up. The 7 is messing everything up. So what you got to do now on the left side, we can cross out the square and the square root, bring down w plus 4. But on the right side, we can't do that because of the 7. What you have to do, guys, is write this down twice because it is squared, and we have to FOIL this out. Now, you'll only have one of these on the test. If you choose to skip it on Thursday, you still make a 90. But if you want to make 100, you got to go to get one of these right. Now, the only hard part on this problem is doing the FOIL method. The rest of it's not that bad. We got w plus 4 here. So I'm going to show you how to FOIL this out. And again, it's not real bad. It is long. All right, y'all work it out with me. What do I get when I times these two? 49. All right, now, what do I get when I times these two? Now, remember, isn't that a -1 right there? So 7 times -1 is -7, and just attach that square root on the end of it. Okay, now let's go here. What do I get when I times these two? Again, isn't that a -1 right there? So I get the same thing. -7, attach that square root to the end. All right, so here's a trick on the last one. When you times this one and this one, all right, notice you got a -1 times -1, that's going to give you a positive. And anytime, Emily, that you're multiplying the same thing that is inside the square root on each one, it just cancels the square root and you just bring down what's underneath the square root. That will happen every time. I can show you why if you wanted me to. If you guys would just memorize that step, it's going to happen every time. Now that is the hardest part on this problem. Everything else isn't bad. So what I want us to do now, look on the right side of the equal sign. I want you guys to combine like terms. Everybody can do that. Combine like terms on the right side. Just bring down w plus 4 on the left side. We'll use it later. All right, here we go. I got 49 minus 3. All right, that gives me 46. All right, look at this part. Y'all notice these are like terms, right? When I add them up, what do I get? Well, all you can add up is -7 and -7 give you -14. And then again, just attach that square root to the back of it. And I got a plus w right here all by itself. I just bring it down. So, anybody got a question how I combine like terms on that one? All right, so now what do we have to do? Okay, we've got to move everything now that's on the right side that's not a square root, we got to move it over to the left side. So Dylan, what's going to happen with this plus w when I move it over here?
Should be a minus w.
All right, now look, I got w minus w. They cross out, guys. So what I want us to do now, look on the right side of the equal sign. I want you guys to combine like terms. That worked out good. All right, what's going to happen with positive 46 when I move it over here? What's it become? Negative 46. Combine them, I got negative 42. All right, write that step down. Almost done. All right, next step. Anybody want to guess if we want to move negative 14 over here, how can we do that? Now look, it's attached to the square root symbol. Okay, so if it's attached to the square root symbol, they are multiplying by negative 14, so we're going to divide by negative 14 on both sides to move that. It's the only way we can do it. And somebody divide that for me right there. Give me a number. 42 divided by 14. Is that 3? It should be a positive, right? Because it's a negative divided by a negative. So it's positive 3 equals W minus 3. And I'll bet y'all can finish it from here. Now we're going to work on a bunch of these before Thursday. Make sure you guys know how to do these. We're going to do one more in just a minute. All right, who can give me the last step now on this problem? Get rid of this square root. Square both sides. I got 9 equals W minus 3. Move it over. So all that work, we got 12. Now, I'll promise you this, guys, that's a lot of work. Again, that's probably the longest problem in high school you've had. That's a college algebra problem is what that is. Okay? You guys have done longer problems? Really? Where at? That's pretty long.
Coach Watts, we did
Okay.
pretty long problems.
But again, if you guys can learn how to FOIL, do this right, this step, and FOIL out that step, the rest of it's not bad. But we gotta get better at that. So we're gonna practice on one more of those. We've got this sheet done. All right, so you guys who already understand this, want to work ahead and get your answer. Hey, I don't care if y'all skip some steps. If you do some of it in your head, that's great. All right, is number 10 already set up so we can start working it out, or do I need to move something over? All right, so what are we looking for? If you've got 2 square roots in the problem, Dylan, one's got to be on the left side, one's got to be on the right side. So is this one already set up for us? Yeah. Yep, we're good. All right, so let's go ahead and square both sides. I'm going to square the left side, going to square the right side. All right, so on the left side, that -1 is messing everything up. We've got to write this down twice, and you guys have to FOIL this out. Now on the right side, look, the square cancels the square root. You just bring down a-1. That's easy. All right, let's give y'all about 20 seconds. See if y'all can FOIL out the left side. Just do the first step on the FOIL method. Let's see what you get. All right, if you got stuck, watch. What do I get when I times these two? We just talked about what happens if you times 2 numbers exactly the same and they both have a square root sign. What happens? What do you bring down? Just a plus 4. The square root symbols cancel each other out. Just bring down a plus 4. All right, next step. What do I get when I times those two? I got a -1. Put it in front of this and just attach the a plus 4 behind. You can only multiply the -1 if there's a number in front of the square root. All right, what about when I times these two? Same thing. -1 goes in front, attach the a plus 4. All right, -1 times -1 is +1. All right, we'll stop. That was the hard part. Let's stop now and see if anybody. All right, so now we're supposed to add up like terms. All right, so watch. I can add up 4 plus 1. It gives me 5. And just like I showed you on the last problem, what do y'all get when y'all add up these two right here? You can only add up the numbers that are in the front. So minus 1 and minus 1 give you minus 2. Remember, just attach the square root of a plus 4 behind it. You can't do anything with it. All right, next, what's going to happen with this a when I move it over here to be with this a? They cancel out. All right, what's going to happen with positive 5 when I move it over here to be with that negative 1? Positive 5 becomes negative 5. So now I've got negative 2. That square root is still attached. So that's what I've got now. Square it. So I square it and I square it. So I got a plus 4 equals 9. Move it over. All right, I got what Lila's got. I got 5. So again, really long problem. That's not on your quiz tomorrow. That's only on your test Thursday. And I'm only going to give you one of them on your test. All right, so what I want y'all to do for the last 25 minutes, I want y'all to finish problems 1 through 5 on the front. All right, if you finish those, then you can work on the back. But I want you to do 1 through 5 on the front first.